Hey guys, EBPMAN here, and today we're going to take a look at an intelligent wireless earbud. These are the Nuheara IQbuds. Let's go ahead and check them out. Now, traditional earbuds are designed to serve a couple of purposes. One, it's about improving audio quality so you can hear music really well. Two, it's also then about noise isolation or noise cancellation. So either by plugging these things in your ear, you're isolating the noise, or a combination of isolation and then cancellation because some technology that is kind of canceling out the noise. And we've seen this with earbuds like the Bose, which are very well known in the industry, especially for business travelers, for noise cancellation on airplanes and in other situations. Now this one goes one step above. The third feature that these introduce is intelligent noise not only cancellation, but also improving the type of noises or the kind of vocals that you're looking to hear. So let me explain that. So let's say you're in a loud, let's say restaurant, or you're in a concert, or you're at a ball game, and you would like to be able to hear the person's next to you, but drown out all the other noise. These earbuds are going to help you do that. So they're about enhancing your hearing, at the same time canceling noise, and then also about audio, because these actually sound pretty good. So now taking a closer look at some of the features here that are highlighted in the box. As I mentioned, these are going to help you with speech amplification, really going to give you, augmented audio type experience, and you're going to see some of what I'm talking about as we look at the app. Unfortunately, you're not going to be able to hear that. We also have a high fidelity audio, so they do sound really good for as an audio person listening to music, listening to audiobooks. You do have hands-free calling, and then also looking at something that is not going to fall out of your ear really easily. Now inside the box, you're going to find your traditional earbuds, and there's a wide variety of earbuds, a micro USB charging cable, the actual earbuds themselves, as well as a travel case. Now included with the earbuds, you do get a variety of ear gels that you can use. You have round ones, and you also have oval ones, so you can size it appropriately to what you'd like to have in your ear. You actually get 4 of each, ranging from a extra small all the way up to an extra large. Now with earbuds, you actually get a travel case. Now this is really important because some of you may think that this is an optional travel case. This serves two purposes. First of all, it recharges your buds as soon as you take them out of your ear and you place them into the charging base. Two, they actually shut the buds down for you and turn them on again. So what we've been seeing is more and more of these type of intelligent earbuds that have a case require them for storage, but also this is how you would turn them off. So you wouldn't take these and put them in your pocket and expect them to turn off, and then put them on your ear and expect them to turn on. The earbuds do have some controls, but those controls are really negated to answering a phone call or switching an audio mode. So you need this in order to use your earbuds. Now, the good thing about this is that this case, being a charging case, is going to allow you to charge the earbuds around 3 times. Now, the other thing that I find really unique about these, and let's go ahead and open it up so you can see what they look like in the inside. The earbuds, as they're in this case, as soon as you open it up, they're going to connect, and they connect very fast to your phone, and that's one of the things I really appreciate. They are fast connecting. The other thing is that you're going to get 4 hours of battery life using these earbuds, which is I think fantastic for I believe it has like a 100 milliamp hour battery in each one of these earbuds, so this is really good, 4 hours. But even more impressive is the fact that after you've used them for 4 hours and you put them in the charging case, for every 15 minutes of charge, you're going to get 1 to 2 hours of playback. So I'm a frequent traveler. I travel on planes. I really am looking at flights that are in excess of 2 hours. I'm able to use these for an entire flight. I'm able to put them in the charging case, close the case, and I know that within 15 minutes I've extended the battery life 1 to 2 hours. That's really good. Now taking a closer look at the earbud, what you'll find is that you do have a designation for right, left for left. You have those gels that you can switch to personalize your feel and fit for you. I find that you'll notice on the back here they have these little contact points, so make sure you remove the little plastic when you put them in the cradle to make sure that they charge. And what you'll find is that they do come out slightly out of your ear. I'm going to have a shot where I'll show you how they rest in my ear. So they're not completely flush inside of your ear. They come out a slight bit. So very comfortable. They're sweat and water resistant, so you can use these while working out. And I found that with the appropriate gel in the ear, these will stay put. They don't fall out as easily as some of the other models that I've reviewed in the past. So they're nice and they hold up really well. So now using this travel case and charger, you're going to get around 32 hours of battery life. On the back here, you'll notice is your little charging plug, and it's micro USB. You have serial number and barcode information on the bottom. This case also discharges, and I want to make sure you guys are aware of that. So even if you're not using the earbuds and you have the earbuds fully charged, and let's say you plug them in and you fully charge them, over a matter of days, the case itself will start discharging itself slowly. So I'd be cautious if you put these in a bag, in your backpack for example, and one day you open them up to use them and a week or so have passed, you may find yourself with some dead earbuds that have no charge. So you'll want to make sure that you check them, that you've charged it recently, and that you don't go on for days without using the earbuds, because the case will discharge as it's charging your earbuds in a natural way. Now, in order for the earbuds to work with your phone and really take advantage of the settings, right, because you have a Bluetooth connection, but then you have the actual software, you'll want to download either from the Android Marketplace or from the iOS Marketplace the IQbuds software. Once you've installed that, you'd be able to pair. All right, so now let's talk about the connectivity, Bluetooth connectivity with these earbuds and digital devices like a smartphone or a tablet. Now, these devices only have the ability to connect to one Bluetooth device at a time, unlike some other earbuds that we've reviewed where you can connect up to 2 devices, and depending on where the audio is coming from, the earbuds will negotiate where to stream the music from. So this can only do 1 at a time. However, I have had them paired to multiple phones without a problem, and I've paired them also with a phone and a tablet without a problem. However, what that means that I can only have one connection at a time. So I disable Bluetooth on one device and connect it on the other, and then I do vice versa when I want to switch back and forth. So that's one negative, but that's how these work. Now, the second thing, really a lot is happening here between the earbuds, the technology in the earbuds, and then also the app itself. So there's a couple things that you're going to be able to do. You're going to be able to amplify speech. So if you're in a restaurant or in a crowded area, let's say you're in a even in a concert and you want to be able to hear better the person who you're with, you'll be able to adjust things that are happening in this app in order to be able to hear that person. You also have noise control, which means you will, with this dial here, be able to adjust what you want to hear and what you're not going to want to hear. So you'll be able to just adjust it until you drown things out almost completely. And then what you have is blended audio. So you'll be able to, using this app again, and depending on the situation you're in, blend the audio that's taking place between what's happening in the outside world or around you and then listening to music. So that's going to give you a lot of situational awareness. So let's take a look at the app. So now as you see in this profile here, I'm in the driving mode, and what I can do is I can adjust this. And as I'm adjusting this way, what's happening is I'm eliminating all the noise that I'm hearing through the mic, or the pass-through effect, if you want to call it that. So when I have it all the way over here, I can actually hear myself speaking. I have one of the earbuds in my ear so that I can hear what's going on. And as I'm moving it this way, I'm actually starting to lose even my voice. As I'm speaking, I'm not hearing myself up to the point where I don't hear anything coming through my left ear. And then I can bring it back in by just moving the dial. You also have the ability to use this sync, which just works similarly, but it cancels out those noises that are part of this specific profile that you'd like to eliminate. You could also then easily go back to one of your other settings and you can see what's going on here. Make an adjustment as we were doing earlier, or what you could do is you could reset it. So here I have this Live IQ. I can reset it and it's going to go back to its normal setting. And again, here I'm taking out that sync level. Here by pressing it, it's coming back. You could also do some adjustments. So if I go into Live IQ, here I can actually adjust based on my hearing what I'd like my experience to be like. And as I'm doing this, you can't hear this or experience it like I am. The earbud is changing how much ambient noise is coming in for that specific situation and adjusting it. So an example, I was at a Cubs game this weekend and I was wearing these, and I wanted to see how much of the noise at the game could I eliminate but still hear what's going on. I was also sitting next to my wife and I wanted to make sure I can still have a conversation with her. So I had them on and I was able to adjust these to the point where I was still able to enjoy the game, listen to everything that was going on, but most of the noise that was going on around me kind of went into the background, yet I could still have a very clear conversation with my wife even though these things were in my ear. So now the next thing you may be asking yourself, well, we've talked about battery life and the fact that you get 4 hours from these. With the case, you get anywhere from 16 to 32, and you can charge them about 3 times. You get 15 minutes of battery life for every hour, or an hour for every 15 minutes that they're plugged in here. And then now when you think about, so, how's the overall wear? Well, very good. I find that they stay securely in my ear. I find that the audio as well is very good. So when you're listening to music, being able to enhance both what's happening around you and then also the music that you're enjoying is actually very good. I also find that, unlike other solutions that I've reviewed, the compatibility between Android and iOS is pretty equal. So the application itself for Android has the same features and functions that you have in an iOS device. So they're not catering to one specific crowd versus the other. They're actually creating a consistent experience across 2 different ecosystems. And if you're like me, there are a lot of people who have 2 devices. So for example, my wife uses an Android phone and then she has an iPad. So she's able to have the same experience connecting earbuds to 2 devices and not have to negotiate, which experience is going to be better based on the application development and the operating system of the device that she's using. All right, so now let's see what the Nuheara IQbuds look like in the ear. So what you're going to do is you're going to place them in your ear, and then once you place them in your ear, you're going to twist. And that's all it takes. So now let's talk about, are there any drawbacks with this earbuds? And with any new technology, as these are, there are always going to be drawbacks. First, I would say that I do find that at times when I'm putting them back in the case, that the mics squeak back at me. Sometimes when you put a speaker and a mic close together, how it kind of yells and screams. I get that effect as well. I also found that from a audio perspective for phone calls, the caller finds them very annoying. They're picking up too much ambient noise around me. So unlike other earbuds where they do a really good job of negotiating the noise around you and picking up only your voice, these aren't really doing a good job at all. They're probably the worst that I've reviewed when it comes to voice calls in environments where there's noise. And some of the situations I've been is simply walking in an airport, no wind, and just the normal noise in an airport. I'm able to have a conversation with other people and with other earbuds, and the person around me can tell that I'm on an earbud, but they really can't tell where I'm at or that I'm in a crowded area. Can't use these to take a phone call at a game or a concert or in an office setting where there's just chatter going on, and I'm talking very loud. I'm just talking normal office noise. Definitely not like in an airport setting, so that was very disappointing to me. Even to the point if you're outside and then you have wind coming in, they just pick up excessive noise, and it's to the point where I've had some callers that said, hey, can you switch headphones and just call me back? That's how annoying they were. Now, is that something that can be fixed by the manufacturer? I don't know. I've sent them messages. I'm hoping I'll get a response soon. Maybe there's a firmware upgrade coming. So if that does take place, I'll let you know. Now, from an audio perspective and a speech enhancement, those of you who may be interested in that technology, it's very, very cool. I find them very useful. And all in all, if you're looking for intelligent earbuds of this type, this may be something you want to look at, especially because it has a 4-hour battery life. So battery life to me is a make it or break it. This has a 4-hour battery life, which is great, and the fast charging technology also makes it very usable. The app, pretty consistent, and I always like that. And all in all, for this type of solution, I think it's a buy if you're looking for something just like this. So this concludes my review of the IQbuds from Nuheara. If you have any comments or questions about the product, leave it in the comment area below. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. I will be doing a comparison between IQbuds and Hear One. I did a separate video on that, and I had some issues with it. The manufacturers are sending me another set that I'll be reviewing, and we'll do a comparison between the two, and hopefully that will help you understand which one is the best solution for you. So as always, don't forget to share and subscribe, and thanks for watching.